volume. Now we got some volume. Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, man, Chicago Bulls taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. And Bulls need a win on this back-to-back as they took the L last night to the Milwaukee Bucks. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. As the Bulls come in here, both teams coming off of back-to-backs, but this will be a big win for the Bulls to bounce back on yet again versus a team that is at the top of this Eastern Conference. Hopefully, we can find a way to get that done tonight and get a little bit more. Listen, we know right now Ayo Dosunmu is on a minutes restriction, but coming off of last night's game, it just really felt like a team that could not find its footing at any point. Starting lineup for tonight, by the way, Josh Giddey, Trey Jones, Isaac Okoro, Matas Buzelis, Nikola Vučević. The offense seemed very stagnant. It seemed very misplaced yesterday. It seemed like there wasn't a lot that they could get going right in the right direction for them offensively, even though Matas Buzelis had a solid day from the field. Milwaukee dominated down low in the paint. And guess what? You've got that same kind of matchup here tonight. It's not like it gets any easier for you here if you're the Chicago Bulls, because you're coming now into a situation where you're playing yet again another dominant front court that can get after you. Starting lineup tonight for this back-to-back: Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Tyson, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. We know that combination of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen is a dominant one down low, and defensively it's one that you're going to have to figure out how to deal with. Last night, you couldn't get that working for you. Hopefully tonight the Chicago Bulls can figure that out a little bit more, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. We got Nurkle in the building already. We got Lord Crimson. Crimson, it's not Bulls down, it's see red, my guy. You see red. You see red. What do we got? Please check your sound system. Y'all not hearing me? Is the mic coming through crazy? Hold on, let me see. It's on the right microphone. Can y'all hear me? Do I sound good? Test. Check. Mike in the building. Mike, what's going on, my guy? Everybody saying the mic is tweaking a little bit. Let me see what I'm sounding like here. Audio is at max, awful. Better? That's weird. I gotta stop using this app. Horrible distortion. Plug ain't plugged in, Pat. What the heck is going on with that? I gotta stop. I stream through playback, so it sends y'all all of the stuff. Let me see. I try to stream through playback, so it sends y'all all of the stuff, but it seems like their mic system is not ready for a professional microphone as of yet. AK Darth Khan said, "Great now." Yeah, that makes sense. It's this. They have a high quality thing. It's bad, my brother. Let me see. That's better. They got a high quality thing they try to do for professional microphones that kind of worked last night, but apparently it's got to have a stroke before you can even get that thing to work. Let me see how it sounds. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Now I see why y'all were saying it was crazy distorted. Hold on. Let me check something here. Let me check something. Now I see why y'all said it was crazy distorted. I just heard it. Test. How do we sound now? Let me see. That's insane that it was doing that. We good now though? Okay. It sounds like we're good. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. I appreciate y'all for fighting through whatever that technical difficulty was. But no, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We're going to get this thing cracking tonight, man. Listen, Cavs, Bulls, this is going to be a big one yet again. This is one that, to me, this is if you're going to be one of the top teams in the East, this is one of the teams that you're going to have to go through. This is one of the teams you're going to have to go through, one of the teams that you're going to have to beat, and you got to find a way to dominate versus one of those bottom of the or I'm sorry, one of the tougher matchups, if you will, as far as the dominant double bigs in that. So we'll keep that keep you guys tapped in with all of that. The play-by-play will be here tonight. We got the opening tip coming up next. A Lonzo Ball reunion here with Billy Donovan, as Lonzo Ball hasn't played against Billy. Oh no, I guess we played them in preseason, didn't we? Didn't we play them in preseason? So I guess he kind of already got his like welcome back, we love you, all that stuff. Oh, but this is in Cleveland, so it don't matter. This is in Cleveland, right? In Cleveland? Yeah, this is in Cleveland. So he wouldn't have got that. But always good to see Zoe. I love the fact that Zoe is playing healthy this season, man. Let me know you guys' prediction in the comments below, who you need to see a good game from. I'll be honest with you. Tonight for me is all about Matas Buzelis stepping up a little bit more. Tonight for me is all about Matas Buzelis stepping up a little bit more. Show me a little bit more of that offense and that offensive ability. And the biggest difference from tonight to last night that I think has to happen is you got to knock down that three ball. You got to knock down that three ball. The 3-point shot was an Achilles heel for this team yesterday. And is that Booby Gibson? We got a Booby Gibson in the building. The three ball was not falling for the team yesterday. You want to see that shot falling tonight, because when you've got those dominant bigs, how do you beat that? You knock down the three, you force those guys to stretch to the outside, and then all of a sudden you're able to beat them inside on the drive. Hopefully we're able to find a way to get this dub tonight, because this is a big one for the Chicago Bulls. Like I said, man, if you haven't done so, if you're on the YouTube side, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. What do we got? Mike said going to need a big game for Jalen Smith. Unfortunately, depth against these bigs. Facts. Tay Too Short said, I need Billy Donovan rotations to be a little bit better tonight. I didn't think rotations were terrible tonight. I thought guys just didn't play well. You know what I mean? I thought you didn't get a great performance out of Jalen Smith. You didn't get a great performance in the second half at all out of Josh Giddey. You know, you're trying to find an answer in the second half of that game. I thought that, you know, as far as trying to rotate some guys in there, you're trying to figure out, okay, where does Ayo Dosunmu fit? He's still on a 24-minutes restriction, so hopefully, you know, he'll get to play out a little bit more of that. I also think it's a little bit different tonight when you played in a NBA Cup game last night. Last night was a much closer game than it looked like. The Bucks end up trying to run up the score at the end of the game. And, you know, the Bulls kind of weren't able to respond and probably weren't going nearly as hard there. So it ends up being a 16-point loss. But you were in that Bucks game the entire time. AK Darth Khan said, no, Billy refused to bring in real shooters. Javon Carter. Absolutely not. If I see Javon Carter hit the floor, I know the game's over. Javon Carter is terrible. There's a reason Billy Donovan refused to bring him in. Javon Carter ain't a real shooter. Only thing Javon Carter shoot is the towel at the end of the game when he's sitting on the end of the bench. Got to shoot that into the basket. Drop a C-Red in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for showing love. Let's hurry up and get this game up underway, man. Bulls just ran into an unstoppable Giannis. Yeah, bro. And listen, sometimes that happens. I thought, and I said this last night, I thought the game plan for Giannis was actually a good game plan. I thought that what you were trying to do actually was a good move for the Bulls overall. Sometimes you just run into a monster. And by the way, Giannis, second in MVP voting this season. He's somebody who is dominating at the best of the best level. Somebody who is dominating at the best of the best level. So you got to figure that part out as you continue to work your way through this. I would assume you're going to get a lot of Okoro on Mitchell. That's the other thing that kind of messed you up last night as well. Isaac Okoro almost immediately got into foul trouble there. And the Bulls really, I feel like, if anything, right, to go at Billy Donovan on anything there, I feel like that was the Bulls' maybe Achilles heel last night. Truly just felt like your answer for beating the Milwaukee Bucks was Isaac Okoro on Giannis. And once that didn't happen, you struggled to figure it out. Even with Giannis knocking down games, we were still close, just couldn't hit shots. Yeah, listen, if you knocked down the three at a higher clip last night, we may be having a very different conversation right now. And you're going to live by the three. You're going to die by the three. We'll see if this Bulls team is able to knock some of those down tonight. As we're getting ready to get the opening tip underway here, man, if you have not done so, make sure to everything the channel does, man. Of course, we'll be live for this Bears game. But tonight, we are live for Bulls Cavaliers, getting ready to go. Let's see the tip. Pause. That was nuts. That was insane. As the opening tip goes to Jared Allen, here come the Cleveland Cavaliers. They get this ball over to Mobley, right wing, guarded here by Matas Buzelis on the drive, pull up mid-range, and a quick bucket there. Did not take long for Cleveland to get on the board. First shot there by DeAndre Hunter. On the drive here, Jones getting this back up top to Giddey. Giddey kicking this right side over now to Trey. Trey taking his time. Looking to come off of the screen here. Back over to Vooch. Left side to Giddey. Giddey on the left wing. He's driving down low. Tried to pass this out to Okoro. That ball off of the leg of Donovan Mitchell. S&M gang said, is you showing the actual game? If you want to watch the game along with us, if you have League Pass, or we do have a couple of passes available, you can come over to the playback side. They got that link popping up almost every time. As they throw this down here, Vooch couldn't get the handle on that one, and that ball rebounded there by Tyson, getting this ball ahead to Mitchell. Right side, throwing this down to Mobley. Way too easy. And the Bulls defense yet again starting off with a little bit of a struggle. Remember, the Bulls gave up a big quarter yesterday in that first quarter, or in that second quarter. And another bad pass and out of bounds and another turnover. The Bulls starting this game with so many turnovers. They get this ball top of the key now into the hands of Mobley. Mobley guarded here by Matas. They throw this down here mid-range. Here's Tyson. He lost the ball. Stolen by Giddey. It's ahead to Trey. Up. Matas at the bucket. Up and under. Couldn't get that lay to go. And there's a rebound there by Tyson coming the other way. Matas had to readjust on the shot there. Pull up three. Hunter. Cash money 7-0 early. And Billy Donovan going to take a timeout almost immediately as the Bulls need it yet again. Just not in the rotation, right? Just terrible passes here. And the Bulls look like a completely different basketball team. Starting the game off right now, 2 turnovers already. Got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. Bad pass by Matas. Stop forcing it inside. Styles make fights. Stop forcing it inside. Styles make fights. Shoot threes. Matas playing trash. Well, listen, this is the first play of the game. I don't know if he's playing trash just yet. Coach Banks said, you got any passes? Yes, we do, Coach Banks. Nurkle said, dunk it. Listen, that was Evan Mobley was right there. Made it a tough shot to try and dunk down. You do got to be better. You do got to be better. But listen, you knew how they were going to come defensively. You knew how they were going to come defensively. You got to be better than that. Early start here with the struggles. Let's hope that the Bulls can get this on track. Which classic song do you want to hear at the end of the third quarter? We got 50 Cent in the club, Lil Wayne, Manny Fresh, Go DJ. Chameleonaire featuring Crazy Bone Riding or Jaquan Tipsy. Uh-oh, we starting to get Go DJ on. Hopefully this the Bulls were able to kind of figure some things out, as it feels like over the last few games. I mean, you've lost 2 of your last 3. I mean, you're still in a great position here, but it does feel like, you know, you've gotten found out and teams have kind of realized, okay, this is what the Bulls are capable of, or this is what the Bulls, you know, the level that this Bulls team is at. You got to figure out how to deal with the punches that come back at you. There's going to be a lot of punches that come back the Bulls' way. Now teams know what to expect with you. And when they know what to expect, is Isaac Okoro getting a welcome back? Should everybody get a welcome back? Should everybody get a welcome back? Like, I love Okoro here. But let's keep it a buck. Isaac Okoro probably wasn't the level of player that deserves a welcome back. As now, Tre Jones on the drive, kicking this left side over to Giddey. Giddey jab step, driving downhill, kicks it out to Matas. Matas thought about a three. Good closeout and another turnover there, but it's kicked out of bounds. I mean, you're throwing the basketball to him every opportunity you get. It's going to be Bulls ball here with 7 seconds on the clock as that one was knocked out of bounds. Here's Tre Jones. He stops, pull up three. Couldn't get that one to go, and that's out of bounds. And the Bulls can't get anything to go here. Is now on the drive. And Donovan Mitchell with a foul call. I believe that's on Tre Jones, yes. That'll be his first. Mark Dury said, trying to take his mind off the game. I mean, listen, if that takes your mind off of the game, you got bigger problems. As now Mitchell on the inbound, guarded here by Isaac Okoro. Getting this in top of the key to Allen. Vooch playing pretty much in the paint. They get this back up to Hunter. Hunter on the drive now, dropping this down to Jared Allen. That's the second foul on Tre Jones. Let him dunk it. Don't take the foul. You got to be smarter there. Jose Figueroa, I don't know who that is. You got to be smarter there, dog. As Allen left that one short. And able to knock down the second one there. Bulls trail it 8-0 right now. Here's Huerter checking into the game now on the drive. Gets this back up top to Vooch, left side. Over to Okoro, driving on Mitchell. Back out now to Vooch. Vooch sidestep, pull up, midi. Can't knock that one down. And the Bulls still yet to score here. As a stop, pop, pull up. Can't knock it down. But an offensive board. That was also something that played the Bulls last night. Driving in here, Hunter. Trying to get it going on P. Will, down low. Mobley got that one knocked away, and here's Giddey with the steal. He's pushing the tempo. Driving, he's all the way to the bucket. Went right at Mitchell, got the lay, and the Bulls finally on the board. Here's Tyson. He gets this right side over to Mobley. Mobley guarded here by P. Will. Back up top. Mitchell, deep three. Can't hit that one off of the heel of the rim. Over to Okoro. Okoro looking to attack. Right at Mitchell now. And high off the glass. Blocked away. Good defense there by DeAndre Hunter. Bulls trying to get back. Here's right side. Jared Allen off of the foot. And that'll be Bulls ball. Smart looking like a Here's now kicked out corner, pull up, three. P. Will can't. Yeah, it does get that one to fall. I'm sorry. Here comes Mobley bringing the ball up here. Looking to attack right side. Dropping this off over Allen. Underneath, nowhere to go. Ball stripped away. Here come the Bulls. Josh Giddey. Throwing this down to Vooch, ball knocked out of his hands. And that will be Bulls ball. Giddey, nasty split, kicks out. P. Will open, bang. That was beautiful. That was beautiful basketball. Here's Vooch now on the inbound, getting the ball into the hands of Giddey. Giddey, pull up, midi. Don't see that very often from Josh. Couldn't get that one to go. Nurko said Giddey Bird going for 30. I don't know about that. We'll see. As they get this over into the hands of Hunter. Good active hands by Kevin Huerter. He tipped that ball out. Eight to 5. 7:50 to go here in the first quarter. Bulls defense waking up here, like the active hands that they're showing as they get this over to Tyson. Tyson driving down low, tough shot over P. Will. Got that one to fall. It's 10 to 5. And Giddey trying to get up ahead of steam, splitting the defense all the way downhill, off of the glass, got the lay to go, coast to coast, Josh Giddey. Here's Donovan Mitchell now. Back to the basket, guarded here by Huerter. Huerter playing him up almost at the three-quarter spot there. Back up top. Drive by Huerter, off of the dribble. Tough float. Got that one to go and one. And Josh Giddey upset about that. He's saying he gets that foul call, but I can't get this one. Listen, you're going to be in situations. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If that's a foul, that's very ticky-tack. As Lonzo Ball checking into the game here. If that's a foul, that's incredibly ticky-tack. And Hunter able to knock that one down. 13 to 7 here. Bulls trail by 6. You're gonna have to own or earn these fouls. That's just what's gonna have to happen. Is Okoro getting the foul call there as Giddey tried to get him as he was cutting. Tyson reaching in on that one. Yeah, grabbing the hip on that. Grabbing the hip. Good pass by Giddey on that dive cut. They get this now. Up top to Vooch. Vooch on the drive, down low, nowhere to go, back out to P. Will. And Vooch wants to reset. He's got Mobley on him. Backing, advantage, down. P. Will couldn't get the handle on the ball. You got to grab that one, P. Will. Here's Lonzo, right side. Mobley thought about a three. Now driving cross. Good move on Vooch. Little fader. Can't get that one to fall. And they call a foul on Vooch, and the calls are getting outrageous now. I mean, I thought that was pretty good defense. Nothing. And we're going to get an early review here, as that would be foul number 5 on that. No, Bulls not going to get a review on this. They're just going to let it play. It's early. Able to knock that one down. Nurgle said, Pat, you and Stacy would be effing awesome, bro. I'd love to do a game with Stacy, dog. I would love to do a game with Stacy. CHSN, hit me up. Although I guess y'all wouldn't be able to hear me because most people don't have CHSN. What do we got? What's happening right now? And here's Mobley. Second free throw here. Got that one to go. Bulls trailing 15 to 7 here. As Vooch now, ball top wing. Getting this over to Giddey. Giddey, a lot of contact coming his way. Double team over to him. 7 on the clock. Bulls got an open look. Okoro, 3. He got it. Good ball movement by the Bulls all the way around. Staying calm in that moment. Here's Lonzo back up top to Mobley, back over to Zoe. Zoe, step back, pull up, 3 deep, hit off the side of the rim. Rebound there by Huerter. They get this ahead now to P. Will, right side. P. Will looking to drive over to Huerter. He's got a look, pump fake, good close out there. Back up top, P. Will, pull up 3. He got it. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Good ball movement on that. Huerter had Mobley close out on him and got the ball back into the hands of the open shooters. Couldn't get that one to go. Ball tipped aside by Huerter and now thrown ahead to Giddey. Giddey down to Vooch, up and under, laying with tied just like that. Bulls on an 8-0 run. Love it, love it, love it. And ladies and gentlemen, we are over 100 no. Hit that like button if you have not done so. Subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. A good 8-0 run there by the Bulls. AK Darth Khan said threes got him back in the game. Listen, it helped. Knocked down a couple of them. You got some good looks there, and you got to make them. Got to make them. Right now, the Bulls 3 for 4 from the three-point line. P. Will 2 for 2, and Isaac Okoro with 1. But you're doing the right things. I think the thing is, right, it's created from the ball movement. You're moving the basketball around. You're not letting it stick. You had a double team come Giddey's way. They're focusing everything on stopping Josh Giddey right now. They are truly treating Josh Giddey like he's one of those superstar level players. So they're focusing everything on stopping Josh Giddey. Giddey gets the ball out of his hands. You don't let it stick. You find the open shooter on the right wing and Isaac Okoro. Bang. That's a beautiful day. That's a beautiful day. That's how you find the open shot. Mike said they don't seem to have shirt launchers either. They throwing them mugs. Listen. As long as they don't pull out the glizzy launcher, that's all I care about, Mike. As long as they don't pull out the glizzy launcher, we're good. The glizzy launcher was diabolical yesterday, bro. The glizzy Glock. That was nuts. As we're getting ready to get this game back underway, here come the Cleveland Cavaliers dropping this off here to Zoe. Zoe kicking this out corner. Mobley looking to drive here on Okoro. Tried to stay with them. Tough. Lay got that one to go and 1. And you don't want to get into foul trouble here again. That is the second foul yet again on Isaac Okoro. You got to figure that out. Like, come on, dog. 2 fouls in the first again, bro. Lord Crimson said the Smith and Wieners. As Mobley able to knock that one down. It's a 3-point lead here for the Cavaliers. Giddey bringing the ball up the court. Dean Wade. I don't call him D Wade. I don't believe we can just give him that nickname. Dean Wade here. Guarding Giddey, dropping this down. Huerter, beautiful pass out to Okoro. Good defense, though, from Cleveland. And a foul call there. Going to come on Dean Wade. We got a switch coming in here. Ayo Dosunmu checking into the game for Isaac Okoro. Ayo getting the ball in here to Giddey. Giddey left wing. Back to the basket. Trying to get around Wade. Can't. Gets this over now to Huerter. Huerter lost the handle on it. 4 on the shot clock. Bulls got to get something up here. And can't get that one to go as P. Will was well short on the shot. Here's Lonzo Ball now. Left side, over to Mobley. Dropping this off on the drive. Down to Mobley. Easy 2-hand jam. If Vuce ain't on him, Bulls don't have the size to slow down Mobley right now. Points in the paint right now for the Cavaliers, 10. As here's the drive. Giddey throwing that one up. Can't get that one to go. Rebound there by Zoe, 20-15. Zoe pushing the tempo here. Gets this over right side now to Wade. Wade back up top to Lonzo Ball. Merrill in the game. He's really knocked down some big threes. We got a foul call, and they're going to say and one as Evan Mobley getting all the way to the bucket. Lay. And you are getting guys stuck in the pick and roll. You got to figure out pick and roll basketball. Now, I will say, this game is being officiated insane right now, as this will be free throws 7 and 8 for Cleveland, and the Bulls have not been to the free throw line yet. And it's not for lack of driving to the paint, as Mobley with 11 points here in the first, and left that one short. Rebound there by Ayo. 22-15 after the run by the Bulls. Cleveland responded in a big way. Ayo bringing the ball back out here. They get this ball top of the key to Huerter. Huerter looking to attack. Down to Ayo and couldn't get the pass down there. And another turnover for the Bulls. And Jarrett Allen checking back in here. (22-15). Here comes Zoe bringing the ball up left side. Trey Jones back in the game right side. Here's Mitchell now back in the game as well. Over Merrill, pull up three. Can't knock that one down. Ball tipped around. Rebound there by Allen as Jalen Smith is checked into the game as well. Dropping us off to Merrill. Down to Allen. Easy lay right around Matas Buzelis. And they get this top of the key here. Jalen Smith nowhere to go. Cavs on a 9-0 run to answer the Bulls' 8-0 run. And the Bulls have no movement. Here's the defense really getting after him, and a foul call there on Lonzo. Yeah, he stepped on his ankle. Ayo getting the ball in here, and that ball stolen away by Jarrett Allen. Be aggressive. Be intentional. They throw this one down. Oh, like Jalen Smith just watching the ball come to him. Pull up three. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Rebound there by Trey Jones. 24-15 Bulls trail here. On the drive, stop, kicked out, corner, pull up three. Jalen Smith got that one to fall. 24-18. Here's Mitchell. Tough pass. Got that one stolen away by Kevin Huerter as he gets it ahead to Trey Jones off the glass. Got the lay to go. Back to a 4-point game ahead now to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded here by Matas Buzelis, looking to get around him. Oh, nasty move to get around Matas. Here's now left side. Little in and out. Oh, Matas tried to get in the bag, but got that one stolen away as he tried to split the defense. Down to Allen, two-hand jam. And Billy Donovan going to take a timeout. And I get it. I mean, you got turnovers happening left and right. You've got way too many opportunities that are just easy. It was a 3-on-1 as Jarrett Allen on the alley-oop on that one. 28-20. Would like to see this team start to get a little bit more consistent, at least over the last couple of games, with just playing some smart basketball. Lord Crimson said, at Pat, would you rather have a Bulls championship or a Bears championship? That's tough. That's tough. I would probably rather see, well, for financial purposes and for my job, I would probably rather see a Super Bowl. But, now see, that's a better question. Would I rather see another three-peat or another Super Bowl? That's a better question. I'm going to call this game. I'm going to think about that one. That's a better question. Would you rather see another three-peat or another Super Bowl? Because now it's like,
Ugh. You're getting a lot. Here's now drive. Matas downhill, blocked away by Jared Allen. And Jared Allen is the only one saying, do not challenge this. That was last touch by Matas. And they're going to challenge it here. And that's probably going to be Cavs ball after that block. Now back to the question. See, it's tough, right? Because the Super Bowl is the ultimate glory. And I feel like the city would buzz more on that. But a three-peat is more continued success. I would probably rather have the three-peat because I feel like that is a bigger form of dominance. But I'll tell you what, it's not that far. Like, to me, a Super Bowl is the ultimate. Like, bro, like if the Bears win the Super Bowl, Chicago will weep together. Chicago would openly weep together if the Chicago Bears won a Super Bowl. But a three-peat would be insane, bro. And I think the thing is with a three-peat, like, yeah, that's definitely Cavs ball. I think a three-peat, like, right, that you were the gods of that era. What y'all going with? What would y'all go with in the chat? Would you rather have a three-peat or would you rather have a Super Bowl? Chris Rako said the city bleeds navy and orange. It does. It does. I'm not saying it don't. But a three-peat is like you're having 10 years of dominance. You're having 10 years of dominance in the NBA. We still talk about 85 and 06. We also still talk about Jordan. We also still talk about Jordan all day as we're waiting for this call to come in here. So we got a successful coaches challenge that will be a successful coaches challenge, and that will be the Cavaliers ball. 28-20, 2:17 to go here in the first quarter. And here comes Donovan Mitchell bringing the ball up here, guarded by Ayo Dosunmu. Getting this over now to Jared Allen. 28-20, dropping this off here to Merrill. Merrill coming off left wing, over to the corner, pull up three. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Trey Jones. Jones trying to drive, gets the pass ahead to Matas, and yet again, another turnover. Secure the ball before you get the basket. You can't score the basket if you can't catch the ball. Bulls with 7 turnovers in the first quarter. Sweet Jesus, dog. As a tough shot by Mitchell there, rebound there by Matas. 28-20. 1:40 to go here. They drop this off now to Jalen Smith. Smith, left wing. Getting this over to Huerter. Huerter on the drive. He's downhill, off the glass, got the lay to go. And one, finally. And I believe this will be the first free throws for the Chicago Bulls in this quarter. T-Mac said basketball is my favorite sport, so I'll take the three-peat. KJ Matthews says, I say Super Bowl, so the whole National Football League will hopefully shut the fuck up about Caleb and the Bears. I get that. 28-23 after the made free throw there. Here's Zoe bringing the ball up here, guarded by Trey Jones. They get this over now to Allen, top of the key. He drives down right at Smith. Ball knocked away by Huerter. Good defense there. Oh, but he still held onto the ball and got it underneath the Zoe. Some good defense, but even better offense on that one. On the drive, here's Ayo at the bucket. Lay that first step, deadly still. Here's now nasty step back. Donovan Mitchell left it short. Rebound there. Jalen Smith. And they get this ahead on the drive. Ayo got the bump. Oh, I thought he got the shot to go. Had a good look at it off of the bump, and he'll be at the line for a pair. I'd rather have 3 average chicks in my hotel room than one fine one. So give me the three-peat. As Ayo able to knock down the first one, hit every part of the rim. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, dog. (30-26), 30-27 as Ayo able to knock down the pair there. 3-point game. I mean, the Bulls still very much in this game here. As here's Zoe coming off of the left side. Getting his ball back up the Merrill. Good close out there by Kevin Huerter. Dropping this down. Float game from Allen. Got that one to fall. 34 seconds to go here in the quarter. They get the ball into the hands of Ayo Dosunmu, who's guarded here by Donovan Mitchell. Ayo, right side, gets this top of the key now. Looking to drop this off to Matas, and does. Matas thought about a three. Doesn't take it. Trying to get into some of that bag work behind the back. Nasty move at the bucket. Lay. Woo, that little behind the back was saucy. Ayo. I'm sorry, Matas. 10 seconds left. Bulls trail here by 3. Donovan Mitchell coming off the screen. Picked up here by Huerter. Looking to attack. Tough shot. Gets it out. Merrill pull up 3 over Matas. Can't get that one to fall. And it is going to be a 3-point game heading into the second quarter. So even with all the warts and the bumps and the bruises, the Bulls keep this one close. I don't know how, as they turn the basketball over 7 times. Points off of those turnovers, 8 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs got to the free throw line 7 times. The Bulls got there 3 times in total. But the Chicago Bulls only trail here by 3. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Bulls trailing 29-32. Chris Rayco said from 7-0 to 32-29 isn't a bad rally. No, they did a good job fighting their way back. But you do have to, if you cut down on the turnovers, you've got a completely different game right now. I mean, you're winning the rebounding battle. You're pretty much tied in steals right now. They're dominating free throws, but you're shooting 66% from the three-point line. They're shooting 10. They're shooting 10% from the three-point line. They've taken 10 three-pointers. You've taken 6. You're shooting 57% from the field. They're shooting 54. Your difference right now is turnovers. You lock down on the turnovers, you're right back in this game. Let's go, boys. Getting ready to get this second quarter underway. Appreciate y'all for showing love, man. Let's get it cracking. Chris Rayco said, I'll be freezing at the game tomorrow. Bears, Giants. They get this over to Giddey now, into the hands of Ayo. Ayo bringing the ball back in. On the drive all the way to the bucket. Got the lay to go and won. And Ayo Dosunmu saw the advantage on Porter, attacked him immediately, and got right downhill. And Porter doesn't like the call, but I mean, you're holding him the entire way. And able to knock that one down, and we got a tie ball game here. Gurgle said, do you see the Bulls winning 55 plus? I'm saying yes. No. Bulls on a 12-4 run here. I don't see the Bulls winning 55 plus. I still got the Bulls in the 40s win-wise. But, I mean, you know, if you keep hooping this way, you could see as Donovan Mitchell getting this out to the corner, pull up three, can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Giddey. You could see a 45-plus win. As they get this ahead to Smith, Ayo threw that one too far ahead. And they called a foul on Mobley on that. I'll take it. I can see you winning 46-48 games. But I don't think you're a 55-win team. I guess a little bit of a foul there. Actually. Need to knock down a pair here and able to get the first of two. Bulls take the lead. And able to get a pair there. Gifted Prodigy, do you think anybody in the league is going to break Jared Allen's record of 70% from the field and 85% from the free throw line? It's tough because as now Mitchell getting the ball over to Mobley, back out to Donovan Mitchell. Looking to attack, throwing the oop. Mobley had to bring the ball down, and P. Will ties him up, and we got a jump ball. I like that. It's tough because it would have to be, you know, somebody who's living in the paint as much as Jared Allen and dominating. AK Darthcon with a good name there. Wemby might be somebody that you could talk about being that guy. As we got a jump ball here between Mobley and P. Will. And that ball tipped up into the hands of Mitchell. He immediately drives. Tough takeover. Three Bulls. Can't get that one to go, but out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by the Bulls on that. That's the last touch by the Bulls? No, they get this ball in here to Mobley. No challenge from the Bulls. And Mobley putting in some work on Jalen Smith. Had him jumping out of his Nikes on that. Here's Ayo bringing the ball up here, looking to attack. Nowhere to go as Mobley picked up on him. Here's Giddey now. It's got Dean Wade looking to go to work. Lost the handle on that. Back out to Ayo. Ayo on the drive around Wade. Can't get that one to go. Rebound there by Tyson. 4-on-4 here. Tyson looking to drive on Matas. Kicking it back out. Wade pull up three. Left it short. Rebound by Matas. 34-34. Tie ball game. Matas, grown man move. Can't get the finish on that, but he'll get to the line. Yeah, that's a tough one, dog. Like, I would probably say if you're going to get anybody to do it, Wemby's a good one because it's got to be somebody that's going to live in the paint like that. And Wemby, as weird as it is to say, what's he shooting right now? He does spend a lot of time down there. The other guy who could do it if he ever stayed healthy, I would say, is Zion Williamson. Was Wemby shooting? Yeah, see, even because of like the jump shots and stuff, he's shooting 50% from the field. 70's crazy, bro. 70's crazy, bro. But it's not crazy when all of your shots are, throw me a good pass, I'm going to dunk this down on your head. As Mitchell, open three, can't knock that one down. And Cleveland kind of shooting this three enough for the Bulls to stay in the game. Here's Giddey looking to attack, kicks this out to Huerter. Huerter thought about a good close out there by Wade. Back up top now to P. Will. P. Will guarded by Mobley, left side over to Matas, back to P. Will. Looking to attack here on Mobley, jab step, now blowing past him. Turn around, tough shot. P. Will can't get that one to fall. Rebound there by Wade. Left side, here's Mitchell. Won the drive. Can't get that one to go. Rebound there. Here comes Matas. Good defense by the Bulls. They get this over to Giddey. Giddey all the way. Down low. Couldn't get the finish. Oh, they call a foul before that, as Jalen Smith did get the rebound and duck it down. Beautiful pass by Matas to Giddey, and they called the foul as Giddey smoked that one, but he'll be at the line for a pair. Good focus. Good focus. Good focus from the Bulls on that one. Able to knock down that first one. Able to knock that one down as well. 38-45 here. And Bulls now have shot 7 free throws in this quarter, and the Cavs have yet to shoot one. So I guess that's how you even out the free throw discrepancy, getting this ball over to Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell tried to dunk it down over P. Will. I think he made the decision just a little bit too late, as Giddey now with the ball, throwing this down here. Down low, Jalen Smith, turn around, got that one to go, and one. They called a travel? And the ref showing him what he did, but I got to see that again. Is back out Tyson, pull up 3, can't knock that one down. Rebound there, good box out by the Bulls on that. Jalen Smith getting this ball up to Giddey. Giddey being aggressive. He got that one blocked away. Good defense there by Tyson. Okoro nowhere to go now. He's got Mitchell on him. Pass the ball back out, bro. Right side now over to Giddey. Giddey coming off of the screen. Getting this right side over to Smith. Smith trying to play big. Down to Giddey. Beautiful pass by Jalen Smith. Lay. 40-34 here. Here's Mobley now coming off of the screen. He's open, pull up 3, and he gets one to go. And he is the first one to get a 3-ball to fall in 15 shots. And we got a foul call here. That's going to go against Proctor. Beautiful play. Jalen Smith, Giddey blowing right past Proctor, wide open lay. 40-37 here, and Giddey at the line. 8:22 left, and the Bulls are here in the bonus. I'm sorry, P. Will at the line, and P. Will able to knock that one down. You got a lot of opportunity here to build on this lead with 8:22 to go, and you're in the bonus. Able to knock down a pair there. 42-37. Here comes Zoe bringing the ball up here, guarded now by Huerter. They throw this one down here to Mobley. Mobley. He's looking to attack here on Jalen Smith at the free throw line, trying to find a lane. Good defense by Jalen Smith. Back out. Porter, pull up 3. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by the Bulls. It's weird that Mobley's a good matchup for Jalen Smith. As they get this back out to Smith, he thought about a 3, ends up kicking it over to Okoro. Pump fake on the drive. Back out Smith. He's going to take this one and got it to fall. Dog, I swear, every time I talk trash about this man, bro, he come out and ball. Jalen Smith, 8 points on the day. Some really good defense and able to knock down that tray ball. Good ball movement by the Bulls. Got that one to go over Tyrese Proctor. Listen, Bulls leading at 45-37. Heck of a second quarter right now as they're outscoring the Cleveland Cavaliers 16-5. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love, man. 148 in the building. If you have not done so, hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. How many likes we got on this joint? We gonna need a pregame roast the Smith every game. I see that, bro. Apparently I just got a bake buddy. Well, if you don't get your no pickles looking boy, if you don't get your big if you don't get the no pickles joke by now, come on, dog. Do better. 154 in the building, 43 likes on the video. Let's get up over 100 likes, man. Come on now. Make sure y'all hitting that thumbs up button, man. Make sure y'all hitting that hype button as well. If we were true, what did he say, Pat? If that were true, he would always have the ball because you always talk trash about him. Yeah, I do talk a lot of trash about him. That's true. That's very true. He's not very good. He's not very good. But he had these moments where it's like this, bro. I shouldn't say he's not very good. Let me say this. He's not very consistent. For a piece off of the bench that you rely on as much as you do with Jalen Smith right now, he's not very consistent. That's a better way to say it. As apparently, and I kept seeing Casey Johnson tweet about this, shoot around started a little bit late today because there was a hockey game going on earlier and they had to lay the court out, and we're still laying the court out, I believe, at about 4 o'clock. Mike said, watch the difference in consistency when Zach Collins comes back. Yeah, and listen, Zach Collins doesn't have a 3-ball, right? You might have a better 3-ball with him, but I would say much more consistent is Proctor bringing the ball up here. Julian Phillips has checked into the game for the Bulls. Jared Allen now with the ball getting us over to Zoe. Zoe picked up here and dropping us down to Allen. Beautiful ball movement, blocked away by Jalen Smith on the dunk attempt from Proctor, though. On the drive here, Giddey back out. Smith open, pull up, 3. He can't be stopped today. Jalen Smith hooping. Here's now drive, Proctor, and blocked again by Jalen Smith. Hey, bro. You tripping, dog. You are tripping right now. And Giddey getting this ball over to Okoro. Okoro trying to drive in here on Wade, and we got a foul call. No, we got defensive 3 seconds, and that's going to go against Proctor. Giddey will be at the line. Whose man is this? As the Chicago Bulls bench is dominating the Cavaliers bench at this point, 29-2. And Giddey able to knock that one down, and the Bulls lead here 49-37. Baki was good, my guy. Mario Moore said he hears you, Pat. Hey, man, I'm just saying, if you could play a little bit more like this night in and night out, we would love it from you. As now, here's the drive. Giddey, low behind the back, trying to get downhill. Kicked it out to Smith. Smith wasn't ready for that one. Getting this over, back over to Sticks. Sticks, pump fake, kick back out. Deep 3. Huerter, pull up. Got it to go at the buzzer. And Jalen Smith was the one that got the ball to him. Bulls on an 18-3 run here. Here's Zoe bringing the ball up here. Kevin Huerter finally able to get a 3 to fall. Wasn't able to get one. It did get 1 to go, but wasn't shooting the 3 ball well. Is now pull up 3. Zoe can't get that one. Rebound by Jalen Smith. Sticks is everywhere. Gets this ball up ahead to Kevin Huerter, looking to attack here. Still not a big believer in his game, though. You know what I mean? Back out. Huerter, pump fake, sidestep, open, pull up, 3. Left that one short. Ball tipped back out. Julian Phillips on the rebound. Here's Giddey now. Back into the hands of Jalen Smith. Back over to Giddey, top of the key. And Giddey didn't want the screen. Double team came his way. Tough float. Rebound there, Julian Phillips. Nowhere to go. Got the rebound again. That hit the rim. That hit the rim. That 100% hit the rim. And that's a shot clock violation right now. And that ball 100% hit the rim. Yeah, it hits the rim, obviously, on the Julian Phillips rebound. And so that's going to be Bulls ball, about 12 seconds on the clock. Mario Moore, you got to get the joke, bro. I'm saying no pickles. That's 100% what he looks like. I don't care what nobody says. As now coming off the screen is Huerter, right side to Giddey, back over to Smith. Smith thought about it, back out. Huerter on the drive, kicks this out. Corner, Okoro, good close out there, and that is a shot clock violation as Okoro needed to play to take that shot. That was a shot clock violation there. (52-37). And we're getting the starters back on the floor, but the Bulls bench dominating, outscoring them 32-2 right now. Coming off the screen, here's Zoe. Back over to Allen, getting his ball back out now, right side. Moving the ball left side now. Cleveland trying to attack, spin move. Hunter got that one to go and one. (52-39), 5:26 to go, and Julian Phillips called for that foul. And able to knock that one down there, 52-40. Here comes Tre Jones bringing the ball up here, left side, over to Dosunmu, dropping this down to Nikola Vučević, back right side here. On the attack, kicking this out corner, Okoro, pull up three, he got it! 55-40, Bulls lead here. Here's Hunter now with the ball, he drops this one off. Looking to attack, back out, pull up three, and an answer there from Tyrese Proctor. 55-43. And Proctor able to knock down that three ball. He's been playing pretty well over the last couple of games as well. Here's now Tre Jones trying to get away from Proctor, coming off the screen here, driving down through traffic. I don't know how he got that pass through to Dosunmu, but that's a Tre ball. Beautiful ball movement by the Chicago Bulls here as the Bulls 5 for 6 from three in this quarter, making up for the struggles last night. Back out Allen on the drive. Couldn't get the finish on that one. Ball tipped around, and the Bulls come away with it. Here's Tre Jones. He's bringing the ball up here. Bulls don't have the numbers just yet, and letting Vuč get back into the play. Now coming off of the screen, they get this over to Vuč. Vuč back to the basket. Back out to Jones, and again, that is where Tre Jones just isn't Kobe White. That would have been a beautiful shot to see him pull. Here's Ayo now, looking to attack. He's going right at Proctor. Driving downhill, off of the glass, can't get it to go. Tough lay, but couldn't get the finish. Here's Proctor trying to drive back over to Zoe. Zoe kicking this out. Merrill back to Proctor, open three, bucket. Right side, here comes Tre Jones. Oh, nice cross pass, DeAndre Hunter. Dropping this down to Okoro, and that's going to be out of bounds on Merrill. Mike said, rare Ayo miss. That's facts, bro. Ayo getting to the bucket, you give him that first step, he's usually got it. You give him that first step, he's usually got it. And we got a timeout on the floor as the Bulls lead here by 12 in this Eastern Conference, technically Central matchup. I wish they could find a way to make divisions matter again. Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just a personal thing for me, but I really wish you could find a way to make NBA divisions matter. I think, right, like I've always said, because like you see like how the Eastern Conference is, where, you know, you'll get a team who's in the play-in, but probably did enough to be a playoff team or is better than maybe some of the teams that are ahead of them. Like, I think winning divisions should matter again. I get the conference thing. I understand it. I think that is kind of just, you know, if you win more games than somebody else, you should be there. But like, to me, if you win the Central Division, you should be one of the top 4 seeds. You win your division, you're one of the top seeds. You're second in the division, that's where the rest come in. Or just get rid of the divisions. At this point, like, why do we even have divisions? I would like to see divisions matter again. I get it. What is this mug doing? He trying to shoot threes underhand? That's crazy. Mike said, keep the cup games within the division, then the tournament gets them going against conference teams. Could. Keep the cup games within the division. So, like, your division is competing instead of the cup. Instead of random, I guess, groups. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I actually don't know why they didn't just go with that. That actually doesn't make sense why they didn't just go with that. So they took out seeding? No, so like what I'm saying is, like in football, right? If you're first in your division, you're going to get a higher seed. You're going to get a playoff spot, right? If you're second, you can get a wild card spot. I think we need to bring that back to the NBA. That's how it used to be. And then they went to however many games you win, that's your ranking in the conferences. But I think when you went away from that, you took away some of the rivalry in that. Nurgle with the super chat, appreciate you. Said, keep up the play-by-play, bro. You're doing color too, dog. Listen, I used to do this all the time, man. This is actually how the channel started to take off back in the day as a pull-up three. Okoro, he got that one to go. Did they not do a division title? No. I mean, you can win the Central, but like, as able to cash that one, Merrill with the bucket. You can win the Central, but like, nobody's throwing a title up for you winning the Central. Right? Like, how many years have the Bucks, I guess, won the Central? Is now Okoro top of the key, trying to find Trey Jones, and does, getting past Mitchell on the lay. Left side, right-hand layup for Trey Jones, right past Donovan Mitchell. And here's now DeAndre Hunter trying to get this ball down, and does. DeMero thrown around. That ball couldn't be handled by Mobley, and the Bulls able to get the ball back here. Here's Trey Jones on the drive. Got past him, but a foul call going to be on Proctor. (63-49) Bulls with a strong lead here in this game. Shout out to the 190 on the YouTube side, man. Shout out to the, I believe, 12 people over here on playback. 9, 10 people over here on playback. It's 63-49 here. Trey Jones at the line, knocking down a pair. And remember, the Bulls are in the bonus, so I would love to see them continue to drive into the paint. It's really how you've started to build this lead. As here's Mobley. Got a Okoro on him. Shocked he picked the basketball up there. And you got Mitchell on Vooch now. Mitchell just pulling up the three over Vooch. Couldn't get that one to go. Rebound, though, by Merrill. Merrill thought about a three. Now back over to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, kicking his ball back out. Proctor pull up three. Can't knock that one down. Ball tipped around. And that's going to be a foul. And that will put the Bulls at the line yet again. That was crazy. Why did you foul him there? And Donovan Mitchell having a terrible game to this point. He is 1 for 10. He's got 2 points on the day. Let's keep it that way. Bulls have done a really good job defensively. And Okoro able to knock that one down. And able to knock down a pair there. Fuzzy said, dang, what happened? I went to lunch and the Bulls were down by 8. Hey, man, listen, a lot can change when you play good defense, and the Bulls have done that in a major way here. Here's Mobley now top of the key, dropping this one off here to Hunter. Hunter looking to attack on Matas. Yeah, that foul call made sense. Matas got a hold of him on that one. 66-49 here. Bulls have outscored them in this quarter. Remember, it was 32-29 at the end of the first. The Bulls have outscored them 37-17 in the second. Rambo said, if the Bulls win, I'll get $7K. Listen, brother. Let me get $100. I ain't asking for much. That looked like a travel for Mobley. I thought he picked up the pivot, but now getting his back over to Hunter. Hunter trying to get away from Matas. They call a foul on that. He got that one to go in one, and Billy might have to challenge this one. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Boom, cross. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. You got to be smarter than that, Matas. You got to be smarter than that. I mean, you got him on the arm, you got him on the wrist, and he got it to go and one. And can't get that one to go, and almost got the rebound. They're fighting for it on the floor, and he does get the rebound. Back over. Merrill, pull up three. Can't knock that one down, and Vuč going down and grabbing the board, getting this out now to Giddey on the right side. 66-52, 142 to go. Here's Giddey. All of that contact, but that wasn't a foul. There's Giddey stepping through, got the lay to go. I mean, come on, ref. Come on, dog. Are you kidding me? And you calling a delay a game on the Bulls? Oh, my God, bro. What's Buddy's name, bro? Oh, my God, dog. What's his name, bro? He looked like he sang with the goddamn Temptations back in the day. Like that, what a call. What a jag for that call. What a jag for that call. Able to knock down that technical foul, 68-53. What an absolute jag for that call, huh? Bill Kennedy, that's right. Bill Kennedy. Looking like he's sing with the four heartbeats, and the Bulls get the steal anyway. They get this ahead now to Giddey. Giddey looking to drive, kicks this back out to Okoro, back over to Vuč. Vuč out to Giddey. He's open. Pull up three. Can't knock that one down. Ball tipped around. Okoro fighting for the ball, and that's last touched. And they're going to say bye, Okoro. Coach Banks, facts. Did nobody come to see you, Otis? And P. Will check it in here. 68-53, minute and 5 to go here. Here's Mobley. Wide open. And everybody ran away from him. Wasn't worried about the Mobley three. 68-53, right side over to Giddey. 52 seconds to go. Giddey tried to pass it. Now does get it down to Vuč. Nice move off of the glass. Got it to go. Nikola Vučević. 70-53 here. Bulls with the lead. Hunter lost the handle on that, and this ball ahead to Giddey. He's at the rim. Two-head jam. And it's a 19-point game. Giddey up. Get on that horse, Josh Giddey. DeAndre Hunter now guarded here by Giddey. Looking to attack. Gets this out. Merrill open. Pull up three. Got it. And here's Vuč getting the ball into the hands now of P. Will. 19 seconds to go here in the quarter. 72-56. Bulls with 72 first half points right now. This is insane. 7 seconds over to Vuč. Vuč looking to attack here on Mobley. Spin move. Got that one knocked away. Couldn't get that one to go, and they call nothing. Vuč wanted a foul on that one. And a beautiful first half for the Bulls. 72 first half points. A 43-point second quarter for the Chicago Bulls. And the bench right now dominating for this Bulls team. Love to see what they're able to do right now. And hopefully this team can continue to keep this going here in the second quarter. Remember, big leads ain't safe in the NBA no more. Big leads ain't safe in the NBA no more. Unfortunately, I am dolo today, so I'm going to take a quick step away here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Over 200 in the chat. 200. Gotta get a refill. Also, gotta empty out. I'll be right back. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button if you have not done so. Subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Drop the C-Reds in the chat. And while I'm away, as always, we got Bulls fans all around the world. Let me know 2 things. Number 1, question asked earlier in the stream. Would you rather have another three-peat for the Chicago Bulls or a Bears Super Bowl? And number 2, where you watching the game from, man? Where y'all watching the game from? Appreciate y'all for showing love, man. I'll be right back right after this. Dang it, I did all of that and didn't grab the beer. One more second. All right. I also got a stew cooking upstairs, so I had to go check on that as well. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. The show of love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We're having a good time in this mug, man, as the Bulls are dominating right now. Let's see what we got up in this mug. Cavs are Charmin going nowhere with these players. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Mike said, did we have a chance to get Jalen Duren? Not that I'm aware of. I don't remember what pick Jalen Duren was drafted with, though. I feel like very high. Jalen Duren was taken with the 13th overall pick in 2022. Yeah, I think we had, I want to say that's the Dalen Terry draft. But he been hooping, bro. I mean, sweet Jesus, he's been hooping. 13, we did not have a chance to get him. There's Jalen Duren. Charlotte had a chance to get him and traded him away, you know. Charlotte. As they took Mark Williams as well. What the Bulls get there? Dalen Terry. Do I know? That may be that may be AK's worst draft. That may be AK's worst draft. Going after Walker Kessler. Who else was in there? Christian Braun went one pick ahead of Walker Kessler. I mean, that was a terrible draft, bro. Like, you had two more shots to go get really good play. And I was like, Walker Kessler is exactly what you need. What do we got? hey, O said, grab me a beer too. Shout out to you, bro. What beer are you drinking? This is a double daisy cutter. This is a half acre. Nothing crazy. Is the Bears is taking a Bears Super Bowl and a Bulls 2-peat an option? Mario Moore, no, it is not. 3-peat or Bears championship? Which would you rather see? See what other games we got going on right now. Raptors, 76ers, don't care about that. The Hawks are beating the Lakers. That's actually surprising. Pelicans and Spurs is closer than you would think, actually. Let's see what that's looking like. Bro, watching Wemby, it is like watching an absolute freak of nature, bro. It is truly like watching an absolute freak of nature, bro. Duren would honestly be perfect for this team. Vooch is solid, but we ain't winning the championship with him. Well, listen, you're not winning the championship with either one of them, I don't think, right now. You still got to find that star. I don't think that Jalen Duren is a star as of yet. But it's why I said, listen, that Walker Kessler coming out of there, and you can sign him in the offseason here a little bit. That'll be a great signing for the Bulls maybe to finally get him. But you could have had that guy here for 4 years, and I think Walker Kessler truly is an answer. Teams figuring him out a bit. Who, Wemby? I don't know if I'd say teams are figuring Wemby out. Is it possible to do a Bears game and a Bulls game same day? Yeah, if you get an early Bears game, 100%. To go to both, 100%. do a Sunday. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Black Friday is a 2 p.m. Bears kickoff. And if you went to that, 2, 3, 4, 5, the tip off for the Bulls, I believe, is at 7. And I'll probably be back live for the Bulls game. So like those are like it's 100% possible to do it. Ooh, nasty work. Wemby got crossed up on that. Nobody talking about that now. Wemby will break the multiverse if he brings the Kareem Sky. He don't need it. He don't need it. Who's reaching up there to stop him? Taking a look at some of the first half stats for the Bulls, by the way, Bulls and Cavaliers is the game that we're watching right now. And the Bulls need this win in the worst way because you've got a tough gauntlet here coming up. So hopefully they can keep this going here in the second half. Okoro right now, he's 3 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, and got into the free throw line twice. He's got 11 points. He's got 2 assists, 3 total rebounds. You got Matas Buzelis struggling a little bit, 1 for 3 today. Had a big game yesterday, 4 points, maybe struggling with the back-to-back at the NBA level still. Takes a little while for you to get used to those. Vuč with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Not a great day for Vuč either. Josh Giddey, 5 for 10. He's also been to the free throw line 3 times. He's got 13 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Tre Jones getting involved with 5 points. He's got 3 assists, 3 rebounds. P. Will has 8 points on the day. Some really good defense from him as well, and he's got a rebound and an assist on the day. And then Ayo Dosunmu, him being back is massive for this Bulls team as he has 10 points on the day as well. And I got to give credit where credit is due. Jalen Smith, yet again, the best plus minus on the team, even though I still don't believe in him. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists on the day, and he's got a block shot. And I think actually he has 2 block shots, but I guess they're only giving him the 1. I thought he had 2 block shots. As they're shooting around here in the second half, getting ready to get this one underway. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, the biggest conversation and difference for the Bulls shooting at 71% from the 3-point line. Don't expect to do that in the second half, right? 10 for 14. They're shooting at 56% from the field overall. But they're taking really good threes. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're shooting 28% for the 3-point line, and they have taken a lot of bad 3-pointers. You got a couple of guys who are shooting it well. Tyrese Proctor, 2 for 3. Sam Morrell, 2 for 5 right now. He's shooting at 40%. DeAndre Hunter, 2 for 3. But outside of that, Donovan Mitchell, 0 for 5 from the 3-point line. Lonzo Ball, 0 for 2. Dean Wade, 0 for 3. Like you gotta make sure that you keep this thing difficult on them in the second half of this game. And I think that's the big thing. None of the 3-pointers have been easy. None of them have been easy looks. You've done a good job closing out, done a good job making them tough. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ooh. Did I take myself off the screen, or can y'all still see me? Oh, there it is. Second half getting ready to get underway. Bulls need a big stop here. Let's go, boys. Starting lineup for the Bulls here. Ayo, P. Will, Tre Jones, Josh Giddey, Nikola Vučević in the second half. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Evan Mobley, DeAndre Hunter, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, and Jalen Tyson. Oh, did they just change it? Okay, never mind. Isaac Okoro, Matas Buzelis, Nikola Vučević, Josh Giddey, Tre Jones. Your starting 5. And what's Donovan Mitchell complaining about that he about to get all the calls on? What's Donovan Mitchell complaining about that he now about to get all the calls on? because Bill Kennedy been in the Bulls' heels. Getting a full court press from Tyson and Giddey laughing about it. What are we doing? The refs are already messing up. What are we doing right now? We got Bill Kennedy. Wait, do we got Bill Kennedy popping up here? Like, what's going on? I don't like this. What's happening right now? Can he not hear the refs? Oh, I'm sorry. Can he not hear New York? Is there something wrong with the hoop? Oh, the hoop ain't straight. And Vooch is like, it looks fine. Vooch just hung on it. Are we saying that the basket was crooked the entire first half? They're going to have maintenance come out and check the basket. Hey, if that's the case, bro, if they're saying that the basket was crooked that Cleveland was playing on the entire time, wait, if they're going to say the basket was crooked the whole time, they shot 28% in the first half. They shot 28% in the first half. If you're going to say this rim was off the entire time, that's nuts. That's nuts if that's the case. And Vooch is looking at it. He's like, the rim looks fine to me. By the way, this would be the rim that the Bulls are shooting on this half. So you do want them to fix it if it's messed up. This would be the rim that the Bulls are shooting on in the second half. But it's also the rim that the Bulls just warmed up on. So are you going to restart the whole warm-up process now because they done got loose and gotten themselves centered on this shot? Hey, bro, that might be. You can't change the game, but if you are the Cavs, now granted, I don't know if this happened on a play at the end of the half or what happened. I would say if you're the Cavs and you noticed it earlier, and you're saying that it's off, or if you told them at any point that you felt like the rim was off, let's see. He got the level out there. Can we see? It's level. Ah, that might be off. Hey, that might be off level. If you complained about that in the first half, no, it's in between the lines. It's in between the lines. I don't know, bro. If you complained about that in the first half and they ain't do nothing about it, like I'd protest the game. And now Vooch gonna mess it up again. Now Vooch gonna mess it up again. Chicago Floridian said, I shot 50% on a crooked rim my whole childhood. Cavs just off in the first half. Facts. Well, let's see if it has any effect here as we get this game finally underway. Here's Giddey now bringing the ball up here. Coming off the screen. Double team came his way, back over to Vuč. Vuč out to Matas. Pull up three. You know what? He missed it. Rim's off. Rim's a little bit off. I think we need to stop the game and adjust it yet again. Here's now drive. Tough take. Donovan Mitchell. Can't get that one to go. Oh, that went in? That looked crazy. That looked like that went off to the side. Okay. That's a bucket there. 72-58 Bulls lead here. Here's Giddey on the drive. Tough take off of the rim. Can't get that one to go. Ball tipped around. Fighting for the rebound there. 2 misses. Nah, that rim off. 2 misses? Nah, that rim off. Here's now. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. Grown man take. Can't get that one to go. Ball tipped back out, though, into the hands of Mobley. Out to Mitchell in the corner. He's driving past Matas, and they say a foul, and that's going to be on the floor. And the one thing that I will guarantee you, there's going to be a lot of foul calls on the Bulls in this quarter. In the second quarter, the Bulls got to the free throw line 14 times. The Cavs got their 3. These things even out. This is going to be a quarter of a lot of foul calls. As good defense there from Giddey, but another rebound by Huerter, and that's it. So now a 12-point game. You got to get yourself going offensively here. Get yourself back in rhythm, dropping this off to Giddey, coming off of the screen left side, trying to find a man, gets it over to Trey. Trey driving down now. Nowhere to go. Back out Okoro, throwing this down here to Vuč. Vuč, cross court, good ball movement, out to Matas, pull up 3. Couldn't get that one to fall. Rebound there by Evan Mobley. 72-60. Here's Mobley bringing the ball up, looking to attack here on Matas. Driving right side. Good defense from Matas, but a better bucket. And they say a foul on Matas and a 9-0 run to start the quarter. And just like you did in the first quarter, the Cavs have all the offensive answers early. (72-62), and very quickly, after a timeout for Billy Donovan, the Cavs can make this a single-digit game. Leave well enough alone. They getting inside the Bulls' head. Nah, I think you just got to come out and play a little bit. So you had to know that they were going to be uber aggressive to start the game. You had to know that they were going to be uber aggressive to start the game. Starting things off, Bulls got to get it going defensively. Billy's rotation in right. These are the starters. That ain't rotation. These are your starters. No, what's wrong with you? Ooh, you got eye boogers. Yeah, this is KJ Matthews said, check the rim. F that. Yeah, starting off in the what do we start off in the quarter? 0 for 3? 0 for 4. Yeah, check that rim. Getting this game back underway. If y'all haven't done so, man, hit that thumbs up for your boy, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We getting these back cracking. We've been live for every single Bulls game this season, man. We appreciate you guys for pulling up and supporting us right now. 197 in the building, 85 likes on the video. Let's get it up over 200 likes, man. as Mobley going to be able to get to the line here and a possibility to cut this to single digits. Got that one to fall. And it's a 9-point game. And it looks like Matas had to take a seat there as P. Will checking in. Here's Giddey coming off of the screen. Matas has started off. He's been very inconsistent to start the season. Vuč pull up three. Can't knock that one down. 72-63 on the drive. Getting this back out. Mobley thought about a three. Now drives all the way to the bucket. Tough take. Got the finish there. And Mobley cooking right now to start this quarter. 0 for 5 for the Bulls here. Left side over to Giddey. Giddey throwing this down to Trey. Trey, nowhere to go. And they call a travel on Trey Jones. And the Bulls making the same mistakes they made in the first quarter here. Bulls making the exact same mistakes they made in the first quarter. Here's Mobley now, guarded by Trey Jones. Back up top, pull up three. Cash money. As Tyson able to knock that one down. A 15-0 run. And we got a foul call here on Mitchell. A 15-0 run between the last two quarters to finish things out for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They get the ball in now to Giddey. And that ball thrown up, knocked in the air, rebounded by Vuč. And an offensive foul on Vuč for grabbing the rebound. Vuč grabs the ball, turns his body, and Bill Kennedy calls an offensive foul. He has done a terrible job in this game tonight. Bill Kennedy has been absolutely garbage as it's 72-68. Mobley, double team came his way out. Hunter, three, can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Okoro. Bill Kennedy has been absolute garbage tonight. As they get this over now to Vuč. Vuč at the bucket, off the glass, got the lay to go. That's the first bucket for the Bulls here in the third quarter. Here's now Mitchell trying to penetrate here, getting the ball back out. Over to Hunter. Hunter picked up now by Ayo. Tough take, can't get that one to go. Rebound there. Jared Allen dropping this down to Mobley. He's at the bucket, off the glass, got the lay to go. 4-point game, 8:37 here to go. And the Bulls maybe starting to get something going. Here's Ayo at the bucket, got the lay. Bulls offense waking up a little bit here. Right side, here's Mobley now bringing the ball up, looking to attack here on P. Will. Bulls get a switch over to Hunter, and Hunter wide open bucket. The Bulls' rotations defensively are garbage right now. You're trying to switch, but you're not committing to the person. As the Ayo getting this ball cross court to Giddey. Giddey waiting for a screen to come his way. He takes the screen. Double team now on Giddey. Kicks this out. Ayo had a look out to P. Will. Pull up three. Contested. He got it. Is now right side. P. Will 3 for 4. He's got 11 points on the day. Here's Mobley looking to attack here on Giddey, and they call a foul on Giddey. And I don't know. You got Giddey in the pick and roll. I thought he just picked him up. I don't know where that. Like, as aggressive as you've called this game at times, that's a very random foul call. 79-73. 7:38 to go here. Here's Hunter now guarded here by P. Will, bringing the ball back out. They got Mobley down low, and they call Ayo for a foul. That's 4 fouls. And so this is going to be a very similar situation here. One more foul, and that is going to be the Bulls in the bonus, very similar to what we saw in the second quarter for the Bulls. Here's Mitchell, pump fake, got Okoro in the air, now trying to drive, step back, pull up midi, can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Giddey. Here's Giddey, right side over to Ayo. Ayo with Huerter on him. Back up top now to Giddey. Giddey looking to attack here. Going past Mobley. High off the glass. Got the foul call on that one. King Davis, you called it with us being called for the fouls. Listen, the refs try to call the game evenly. So you don't want to have a game where you've got a discrepancy. Right now, right, it's 17-11. You don't want to have the game where you have a discrepancy of, right, 25-10, because there's no way the other team just played perfect defense the entire time. It's too slanted. And a lot of times, right, like I think it was Doc Rivers was saying, refs will come up to him and say, I don't call fouls on your team nearly as much because Miles Turner and Giannis should be able to play through those fouls. Like, unfortunately, that is, as Giddey able to knock down a pair there, that's kind of the world that you have to live in here. You have to know that they're not going to have a major discrepancy. And so whenever I see it slanted way too much to one side, as Lonzo just lost the handle on that, picked up there by Dean Wade, dropping this off now to Huerter. Huerter on the drive, got the bump, lost the handle on that Bulls ball. No, they're going to say Cavs ball. And P. Will is arguing. All right, bro. Like when P. Will is arguing, bro, when P. Will is sitting here telling you calling it wild, as Huerter pull up 3, got it. 81-76, and that's what he's able to do. Whenever I see it the discrepancy too much is what I was saying earlier. I just know, like, they're going to adjust. There's Vuč kicking his ball back out over to Ayo now. 81-76, back to Vuč. Beautiful cut, Okoro under the rim lay. 83-76, 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. Cavs have cut into this Bulls lead in a major way, but the Bulls still holding strong, and good defense there by Okoro as that ball knocked out as Lonzo wanted to get it down to Dean Wade on the back cut. Is that ball out of bounds? And now we're calling the game aggressive because P. Will was all over Huerter on that one. Like, now we're calling the game mad aggressive as they get this ball back out now to Mobley. Mobley up to Huerter. Huerter. Little side step. Oh, he dropped Giddey. Oh, he dropped Giddey. Two-hand jam. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And Giddey is hurt. And we got a timeout. Oh, my God. And I don't know if Giddey is hurt for real or if he just got his ankles broke. Let's see what we got here. Oh, no, I don't want to see that. That was non-contact. That was non-contact. Oh, no. And Giddey going straight to the back. And Giddey's going straight to the back. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's real bad. Oh, that's real bad. That's tough. That looked non-contact, and he immediately grabbed at his knee. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Now, listen, I'll tell you this right now. If I get shook that bad, I'm going to act like I'm hurt too. If I get shook that bad, I'm 100% going to act like I'm hurt too. But I don't know if that's an actual injury. And remember, you got Ayo on a minutes restriction here. So you don't have a ton of play. Ayo's restriction at 24 minutes. Ayo Dosunmu has played 14 minutes already. I hope that Josh Giddey is okay and is able to get back out there on that. But that was diabolical. That was diabolical. That was nasty. I can't even. I don't see Giddey on the bench. It looked like he went straight back to the locker room. And has not yet returned. And all you can do is hope that he's going to be okay. And again, I'm trying to see. Is the cross? Oh, he rolled his ankle. Nah, you got your ankles broke. Nah, never mind. Never mind. All right, we back to making jokes. Now you got your ankles broke. That's not, oh my God. Oh my God. He literally broke his ankles. Okay, that's very different. I got scared. I want to make sure he wasn't actually hurt. You literally got your ankles broke. And guess what? I'm going straight back to the locker room too. You can kiss my grits. Okay. Long as it's just a rolled ankle, bro. I thought he was grabbing at the knee. As they get this down to Vuč. Vuč turn around, float, can't get that one to go. Fighting for the rebound there, and a foul call comes. Hey, look, hey. If it was serious, I wasn't going to make no joke. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro. Oh, he back on the bench. Oh, look at him. He's back on the bench. He walked out fine. Dang it, Giddey. As they get this one down to P. Will. P. Will nowhere to go, and Vuč kind of ran right into him. Out to Tre Jones. Open three. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Lonzo Ball. They get this cross court. Here's now Evan Mobley. 83-78. Bulls do still lead here. Right side on the drive. Step back. Pull up three. Proctor can't knock that one down. Rebound Tre Jones. Josh is not on the court. He's back on the bench. As they drive, Tre can't get that one to go. Got the ball back on the rebound. Pull up three. Can't get that one to go. Ayo fighting for the board, and Mobley got that one. They get this now top of the key. On the drive, and here's Merrill all the way to the bucket. As right side, Kevin Huerter on the drive. He gets all the way to the rim. Got the lay to go and one. 85-80. Good lay there. Good take by Kevin Huerter. And Huerter couldn't get that one to go. Is Stacey really crying as they get this ball ahead? Good defense here from the Bulls to get back and got the board. Is Stacey really crying that they celebrated him breaking his ankle? Like, no, you do that on the court. Come on, Stace. Let's not be an old man on that one, Stacey. And that ball knocked out of bounds there by Huerter, or by Hunter, I should say. 85-80. 4:37 left. Like, come on, dog. Like, got his ankles broke. It happens. As Tre getting this ball in here to Ayo. And Ayo looking to attack here. Trying to go at Hunter. Gets by him. That ball blocked away by Merrill and back into Ayo. Good defense there, and that's going to be Cavs ball. And Donovan Mitchell checking back in here. And Jared Allen checking back in as well. As it is a 85-80 game right now. Here's now Mitchell on the drive, trying to get himself going. Turn around. Jalen Smith all over him. Back out to Zoe. Zoe right back over into the hands of Mitchell. Deep three. Got it. And it's a 2-point game. And just like the Bulls cooked the Cavs in the second quarter, the Cavs dominating the Bulls 27-12 here. Here's Tre, nowhere to go. He rolled his ankle on that one. Ball, Lonzo, three. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Huerter. Huerter on the rebound. He's pushing the tempo, trying to get the ball into the front court, and does. Looking to attack here on Merrill. Going right through him. Down to Jalen Smith. Two-hand jam. And Kevin Huerter with the grown man move. Don't hurt her, Kevin. And a timeout there. Kevin Huerter with a grown man move the whole way. and a 87-83 game. And the Bulls got to find a way to get themselves back going defensively here. Yeah, we got Stacey sitting here crying over it. You can't cry over that one, Stacey. You can't cry over that one, Stacey. Listen, I love the Bulls. I don't want to see them out here getting cooked like that. But that's a wild one to be like, oh, they're cheering on the bench for a guy that got hurt. He got his ankles broke, literally. Yeah, I'm losing my mind too. You break his ankles, I'm losing my mind too. I hate to tell you. Bulls should be pissed. Oh, sure. Okay, maybe he saw something I didn't. Nah, bro. Nah, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're doing too much. Now, ain't you crying about it this late into the third? Nah, you're doing too much. As Josh Giddey back into the game, he's a warrior. Definitely rolled the ankle hard on that one. There's a pull-up three, Donovan Mitchell, bucket. And it's a one-point game, 87-86. Nurgle said, chill, Pat, you want a job? Listen, I love Stacey. I'm going to be honest, though. As on the drive, Huerter smoking that one. And they get this ahead to Allen and blocked away. Good defense there. They call a foul on that? Did they call a foul on that? Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, he got all arm. Never mind. He got the ball, but he was holding his arm on the way up. So at the line here, Cleveland with an opportunity to tie and take the lead. Couldn't get the first of two to go. And able to get the second of two to go there. And it's an 87-87 game here. As Giddey getting this ball over now to Josh Smith. Remember, Giddey could not get a bucket in the second half in the last game. As Trey Jones, nasty step through and got the lay. You're going to need to see Josh Giddey step up here in this moment. Very similar to what Donovan Mitchell was doing as Mitchell coming off of the screen. Pull up three, got it. And just like that, the Cavs have the lead. Coming off of the screen, here's Matas. He's going right at Allen, kicks it back out. Giddey, pull up three. Can he answer? No. Rebound there by Mitchell. And I told you, no lead is safe in this NBA as Mitchell, another three. Can't get that one to fall. Tipped aside by Matas. Rebound there by Huerter. No lead is safe in this NBA. Here's Huerter all the way to the bucket. Pump fake. Didn't get the jump he wanted. They get the ball back into the hands of Giddey. Here's Giddey looking to drive on Zoe. Got past them off of the lane. Can't get the lane to go. Got the rebound. Ball kicked back out. Matas open three. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Zoe. Here's left side. Mitchell throwing this down to Allen. Bulls trying to get back. Didn't make it. Easy lay. Allen under the bucket. Here's now on the drive, high off the glass. Couldn't get that one to go. Trey Jones taking a shot, and he'll be at the free throw line. And Trey Jones took a hard foul on that one, but he's back up at the line here for a pair. Got that one to go. And Billy looking stressed on the bench. Able to knock down a pair there, and they trail here by 1. And here's now Mitchell getting guarded here by Huerter, and they're playing a lot of defense up high. They get the ball into the hands of Allen. Allen going right in. And you got to rotate over faster, bro. The Bulls' second half rotations have been absolutely terrible today. And Josh Giddey is letting Matas know you need to rotate over faster. I mean, Matas is nowhere to be found in this play. Look at this. Who are you guarding? Who are you guarding? You know you need to slide over on that. You didn't step up. He's got a head of steam. He's going right at the bucket. For everything Matas did well in that last game, he has done just about everything to take the Bulls out of this game. And can't get that one to go. 93-91. They get this ball now left side into the hands of Tre Jones. Back up top here to Giddey. Giddey throwing this down. Jalen Smith guarded by Allen, dropping his back off to Giddey. Giddey on the drive. Tried to find him on the dive cut. Now tough float. Can't get that one to go. Tip in Jalen Smith. It's a 93-93 game here. Bulls have gotten outscored 37-20 in this quarter as they kick this out to the corner now. Back out here to Merrill. Merrill dropping this down to Allen. Double team coming his way. Ball knocked out of his hands. Good defense there. Here comes Giddey on the drive. Nowhere to go. Back out. Smith sets his feet. Open three. Bang! And just like in the first half, Jalen Smith getting it going here and a possible Bulls spark for tonight. As 18 seconds left in the quarter, 96-93. You got to get a stop here. Here's a drive, tough take, and they do call a foul here. They're going to say it's on the floor, but that'll put them at the line for a pair. That sucks. Mitchell with the line for a pair. Bulls will have an opportunity for a last shot. Able to knock down the first of two, Donovan Mitchell. Evan Mobley checking back into the game. Start lineup on the floor right now. Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, Sam Morrell, Lonzo Ball, Evan Mobley. Sorry, Dean Wade, Evan Mobley. (96-94) Bulls lead here. At the line for one more is Mitchell, and he's able to knock that one down. 10 seconds on the clock. Here's Giddey taking his time, bringing the ball up. He's got Dean Wade guarding him. 5 on the clock. Coming off of the screen here, gets it into the hands of Tre. 2 on the clock, 1 on the clock, and we got a foul call there, and that'll put Tre Jones at the line. All right. And Dean Wade just running through Tre Jones on that. So that'll put Tre at the line for a pair here. 0.8 left on the clock. Probably get a full court heave, which this season you're seeing a lot more of those because it doesn't hurt the shooting percentage this season. That's the new rule. So if you chuck up a full court heave at the end of a quarter, does not affect your shooting percentage. Is able to knock that one down, and Bulls have done a good job tonight from the free throw line. 91% after that one, as they are 21 for 23. Nurkle, we're watching the education of Buzelis. No, facts. And able to knock that one down there. 98-95. Lonzo, full court heave. And he got a foul call on it. What are you doing? And it absolutely was a foul. What are you doing? I thought it was on Trey. Boom. Terrible foul, and that puts him at the line. I mean, that was horrible. That was there's no reason to even do that. Mobley able to knock down the first of two. That was stupid. That was absolutely stupid. We haven't seen a lot of stupid from this team this season, but that was very stupid as he left that one short, and that's how the quarter will end. So the Bulls had a 43-24 second quarter, and the Cavs have a 40-26 third quarter. We'll see who wins this fourth quarter as the Bulls still lead 98-96. King David said this fourth about to be stressful. Always is. Angelina said, is the white boy still in? Which one? Most of the players on the Bulls are the white boy. Bulls win, Josh G under 20 points. Now that's a great game. Well, we'll see. Listen, Giddey's got 15 points so far. Second half is just, I mean, listen, you're seeing some of the same things that you saw. The play of Josh Giddey, he went 0 of 5. You know what I mean? He went 0 for 5 in the third quarter. He got shut out last night. Trey Jones went 1 for 3. Vooch went 1 for 3. Okoro went 1 for 1. P. Will went 1 for 1. It was a 3-point shot. 1 for 2, 1 for 3. Jalen Smith, the only one really giving you that spark. He went 3 for 3 in the quarter. You got to find a way to wake that offense back up. And it started with how you did on the defensive end. Everything this team does is based on how this team plays on the defensive end. Always has been, always will be, and it probably will continue to be for the foreseeable future of this season. Uncle said, let me ask you this. Would you rather a Bulls win tonight or a Bears win tomorrow? Well, listen, I'd rather Bears win tomorrow, but I'll take both. Here's now Proctor with the ball. Gets this top of the key. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded here by Trey Jones. Double team coming Mitchell's way. And now they fall back out. Here's Smith out to the corner. Pull up 3. Mobley can't get that one. Rebound there by Matas, getting this over into the hands of Josh Giddey. Giddey looking to attack here. Drops his back out to Smith. Smith thought about a 3. Doesn't take it now. And that ball stolen away there by Tyson. Giddey trying to stay with him. And Tyson stopped, able to make the play. Matas tried to get back in the play as well, 98-98. They get this top of the key now. Ayo Dosunmu back in the game. Remember, he's on a minutes restriction of what I believe is 24 minutes, so you won't get a ton of Ayo here in the fourth quarter. He's played a total of 17 minutes at this point. Here's now Giddey. Corner pass. Almost got that one stolen by Proctor. 3.4 to go on the shot clock. Should the Bulls draft Cam Boozer? If you could find a way to get Cam Boozer, yes. Cam Boozer's a dog, bro. If you could find a way to get Cam Boozer, yes. Like, he's a monster. 98-98. Huerter checking back into the game here. And he's going to get Matas. And they get the ball in 3. 2. You got to put the shot up. Ayo, high off the glass. Couldn't get that one to go. Rebound, Jalen Smith, and he got it. No, that hit the rim. That hit the rim. Bill Kennedy saying that ball didn't hit the rim. That hit the rim. Ayo up. That hit the rim. That's a bucket. That's a bucket. The ball hit the rim. Hits the rim. The ball hit the rim. No question about it. Like, come on, dog. Y'all have been trash all night. Y'all have been trash all night. He got the shot off. He got the shot off and hit the rim. How are you questioning this? You're screwing the Bulls, though, so the basket doesn't count because of that. And now the Bulls get another opportunity at it. Bro, oh, my God, bro. Bill Kennedy has been absolute horse you-know-what tonight. As here's Giddey on the drive. Float up, can't get that one to go. Fighting for the rebound, they don't get it. Absolute horse. Here's Mitchell. Tough take. Can't get that one to go on a putback jam, and they lead 100-98. Bill Kennedy and his crew have been absolute dog water tonight. The whole game is pull up 3, and Huerter able to get that one to go. (101-100). Here's Mobley now with the ball. Look at a drive here on Smith. Kicks this out to the corner. Proctor with the ball, dropping us down now back to Mobley. Mobley up top now to Mitchell. Mitchell, double team coming his way to get it down to Mobley. Mobley out to the corner. Good rotation, good ball movement. Pull up 3. Can't knock that one down. Fighting for the board. Jalen Smith coming away with it. I hate to say it, but Jalen Smith has 100% been the difference maker in this team. Coming off of the screen here is Giddey. Trying to find somebody on it, getting it over to Huerter. Huerter guarded here by Wade, and they call a foul on the floor. That's the 4th foul on Dean Wade today. And Lonzo Ball checking back into the game. 9:43 to go. 101-100. Bulls lead here. As they get this in now to Huerter. Huerter on the attack. Tough float. Got that one to go. Down here we float too. They get the ball back up top. Here's now on the drive. Step back, pull up 3. Mitchell. Cash money. That was nasty. Here's Ayo now. Top of the key. Coming off the screen here is Giddey. Giddey back to the basket, nowhere to go. Throws this back out to Huerter. Huerter coming off of a slip from Giddey. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Double screen coming his way. Giddey nowhere to go. Now trying to get past Lonzo. Out to the corner. And we got a foul call on Zoe. And, bro, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. You had a wide open look. These refs are horrible. Bro, this is the worst. We've had some bad refs. That's a foul. Never mind. I take it back. That's a foul. I take it back. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. I take it back. I was getting ready to go in. As Vuč checking back into the game here. 103-103. 9 minutes to go in this game as Giddey with the ball. Getting this down to Huerter. Huerter top of the key to Vuč. Vuč back in the hands of Giddey. Sets a screen. Deep 3. Got that one blocked away, and the Bulls can't get to it. We got a foul on the floor, and they're going to call that on Proctor. And Proctor doing too much, trying to foul there, and that'll put the ball in the hands of the Bulls yet again. Trying to box out Huerter, and he's holding him. Kevin Huerter out here outworking Proctor. And so another opportunity for the Bulls. And DeAndre Hunter subbing into the game here. Ayo getting the ball in here to Giddey. Cavs defense has been stifling. Bulls have had 3 chances at this. They get this over now to P. Will. P. Will guarded by Hunter, getting this back into the hands of Giddey. Giddey trying to find a lane here. Got the ball knocked out of his hands. 3-2. Another tough shot. Can't get that one to go. Fighting for the board. P. Will can't come away with it. That's out of bounds. You had 3 chances at it. You had 3 chances at it. You had 3 chances at it. And Giddey has not found anything here in the second half of this game. 0 for 7. Can't get that one to go is Evan Mobley. They get this ahead now to Giddey and out of bounds off Alonzo Ball, who basically tried to play a little free safety on that. And Giddey coming out of the game. Maybe it's because of the broken ankle on him, but he's hurting you right now in the second half. He's hurting you right now in the second half. Trey Jones back in the game here. P. Will getting the ball into him. Vuč on the floor. Ayo Dosunmu and Okoro all in the game. Here's Vuč open. Look 3. Can't get that one to go. Fighting for the board. P. Will often has 2 hands on the ball and can't get the finish. And Jared Allen got that one knocked away by Trey Jones, and the Bulls come away with the board. And they hand this one ahead to Okoro, and now in the hands of P. Will. Over to Vuč, back to Okoro. Okoro on the drive, up and under, can't get that one to go, and a foul call on Allen. And a foul call on Cleveland. And Trey Jones didn't do anything to him. Trey Jones just ran up, and I think Jared Allen thought Trey was going to foul him. He smoked the lay. Technically, that should have been a travel. I don't think he hit the rim. And 103, and Okoro at the line, able to knock down the first of 2. And Okoro able to knock down a pair. That's point number 15 for Isaac Okoro. They get this ball right side over to Allen. Allen dropping the ball off here to Hunter. Hunter trying to find a lane. Picked up by P. Will. Good defense by the Bulls on that. Over to Lonzo. Out to the corner. Proctor 3. Can't knock that one down. Ayo Dosunmu coming away with the board. Here's Proctor running past Dosunmu. On the drive. Ayo gave him the bump. Got the lay. Let's go. 107-103. And they get this ball back right side. Here's Hunter, guarded again by P. Will, double team on his way. Bulls in a zone here, back up, wide open, Proctor 3. Off the heel of the rim, rebound there by Trey Jones. Jones ahead to Ayo. Ayo gives him the bump again off the glass. He smoked it this time. Good defense by Proctor. Right side over now to Allen. Allen had a look. We'll see him sometimes take that 3 if it's wide open, and Jared Allen couldn't get that one to go over Vuč. Vuč has played some really nice defense on Allen in this game. Here's Trey Jones now, bringing the ball back out. We got a foul call here, and that's going to go against Hunter as he held Vuč trying to run through the lane. And the Bulls right now, 107-103. And Ayo Dosunmu is at 21 minutes right now in the game. Remember, he's on a 24-minute restriction. You're really going to need to get the most out of these last few minutes. Shout out Short Videos. He said we got the Philippines in the building. Big shout out to you. I love that we got mugs in the chat sitting here, just like betting the Giddey numbers. Everybody's in here like, Giddey, I need 2 more rebounds. This is why I don't get involved with all the gambling, bro. My dog is so heavy, I got quiet. I'm trying to hear if somebody upstairs. Coda's so heavy that sometimes when he moves, he sounds like a person. I think it's just Coda. All right. Boggy said, Pat, my coworker lost 3 bands because Donovan Mitchell scored 28 instead of 30 yesterday. So yeah, that in it. Bro, I can't imagine it, bro. I can't imagine it. Like they gave me, when we got the deal with Underdog, they gave me $150. Lost all of it. Lost all of it. Terrible at it. I would never spend my money. And I was so upset the entire time. And you do end up doing this. You sit there and go, oh, I need one more. I need one more rebound. I need one. Nah, bro, I'm good. As we're getting ready to get this game back underway, Mike said, yeah, Pat, I just can't do it. I'll lose it all. Bro, like it's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not for me. Like I get it. You can come up real quick on some bread if you know what you're doing, but it's not for me. And Vooch at the free throw line now as the Bulls in the bonus. Yet again, the foul call's going now the Bulls' way, and Vooch can't knock down the first of 2. What's up, love? Okay, I'm the only one on the game, baby. Is this 108, 103? If you got groceries, just leave them outside. Hunter pull up 3. Can't get that one to go. All right, baby. That's going to be a foul on the Bulls on that one. Is that on a 3-point shot? Trying to fight through. Oh no, they calling it on the Allen play. Okay. They get this now top of the key. 108, 103, 6:43 to go here. They drop this off to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to find a lane, trying to bait a foul, honestly. They get this back over into the hands of Mitchell now. Mitchell pull up 3. Tough shot. Can't get that one. Heel at the rim. Rebound there. And a foul call on Hunter as Okoro got thrown down. Pat, if you don't grab them groceries, we'll call the game in the chat. Listen, I know that much, but and now the Bulls at the line here. The score is on the screen. Let me go grab it. It ain't even groceries, bro. It's the kids. I got to do it for the kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be right back. Let me see where she at. I can't leave the kids out there, bro. I love the Bulls, but knowing her, she gonna pull up right at the last second. Just call me when you're outside. I come grab one of them. All right. Bye-bye. As Okoro able to knock that one down. Boggy says you're not finna have Miss Designer mad at us. I just know she gonna pull up with like 1 minute left and it's a 2-point game. I'm gonna be like, sit in the car. Enjoy your McFlurry for a second. As now tough shot. Merrill can't get that one to go. Got his own rebound there. Double team came his way down low. Back out Mitchell. Open 3. Got it. 110, 106, and the Bulls giving them too many second chance opportunities here. They get this left side now into the hands of P. Will, and it doesn't look like we're going to be going back to Matas. It's Vooch. Wide open float game. Doesn't look like their Bulls are Billy Donovan's going to be going back to Matas in this game. As Kevin Huerter now standing up on the drive here. We got a foul call on Trey. I don't know about that. That's a second foul on Isaac Okoro. And Huerter checking back in, and Ayo checking out. He's at 22 minutes and 49 seconds right now, so a little bit over a minute left. They get this ball back in now. Coming off of the screen, Merrill getting this over to Mobley. Mobley guarded here by P. Will. Backing. P. Will trying to use that strength on him. Double team came. Back out. Pull up three. Proctor got it to fall. Sorry, that was Jalen Tyson on that one. They get this now ahead to Vooch. And the defense has tightened up for the Cleveland Cavaliers here. Here's P. Will bringing the ball back out. Now top of the key to Huerter. 7 seconds on the clock. He's got Mobley on him. You got Vooch. Turnaround. That was a bad shot there. Get yourself going down low. 112, 108, 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. You got to step up defensively in a big way. Here's Huerter now. Kicking this out, and that ball knocked away by Huerter. He's all the way to the bucket. Got the lay. Don't Huerter, Kevin. There's 114, 108. Too smooth for him. On the drive here is Mitchell bringing the ball back out to Tyson, back out to Mitchell. Mitchell, good defense there by Okoro. Getting this ball over to Huerter now. Huerter guarded by Huerter. Driving, nowhere to go. Kicks it out. Tyson, pull up three. Wide open, got it. And a 114-111 game. And Tyson starting to get this going. The Bulls trying to keep fighting back. They get this top of the key now to Vooch. Vooch dropping this off here to Tre Jones. Jones coming off of the screen. Nowhere to go, throws it down to Huerter. Huerter back to the basket. Turn around, fade. Can't get the J to fall. Rebound there by Mitchell. Left side. Huerter now, guarded by P. Will, bringing the ball back out. Huerter on the drive. Got a look. Pull up. Midi. Cash. And it is a 1-point game. And DeAndre Hunter with 26 tonight. And Tre doesn't take the screen. Drops this off. Beautiful ball movement from Tre Jones to Isaac Okoro on the lay. 116, 113. Here comes Merrill bringing the ball up here. Dropping the ball over to Mobley. Mobley thought about a three, doesn't take it left side now. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell double team came his way. Good defense from the Bulls. The ball moving around. Tyson driving over. Vooch, lay. 116, 115. 3:04 to go. And Tre Jones on the drive here yet again. Got that ball knocked away and they call a foul. That'll put Jones at the line for a pair. And I think that's going to be on Merrill. And Merrill has been playing some very aggressive defense. They haven't really been calling fouls on him. I'm okay with that as long as you let him be aggressive on both ends. Bulls lead here by 1. And Jones, I believe, will now be at the line for a pair. How the fourth quarter is playing out right now. I mean, Cavaliers outscoring the Bulls 19-18. Bulls shooting at 42% from the field, 33% from three. Cavs shooting at 37% from three, 44% from the field. Bulls and Cavs right now having a very even fourth quarter. 8 rebounds for the Bulls, 7 for the Cavs. 4 assists for the Bulls, 5 for the Cavs. Biggest difference and discrepancy right now is the fouls. The Cavs have fouled 7 times in this quarter. The Bulls have been called for 2 fouls in this quarter. The Bulls are 5 for 6 from the free throw line. And I think you got to take more advantage. And honestly, it could be the reason that they aren't calling nearly as many fouls. You know what I mean? The Bulls were getting a ton of fouls, and then they got into the bonus, and it's almost like Kenny Atkinson was like, "Well, test them." As a look ahead at the schedule, Bulls have a tough gauntlet coming up. I mean, you got Spurs, you got the Pistons, you got the Jazz. This is a little nicer game. You got the Nuggets, you got the Blazers, who have been playing some solid basketball. And you got the Miami Heat, who are a dominant scoring offense. And a lot of tough games here. It's going to be very interesting to see how this Bulls team is able to handle them. Is Giddey injured? Is Giddey hurt? Yeah, that's a lot of y'all bet on Giddey tonight. Josh Giddey did get his ankle legitimately, I guess you could say, broken. So he is a little hobbled here in the second half. Hasn't been able to get the scoring going, and Billy Donovan hasn't gone back to him yet. I love that there's so many people, as Giddey has checked back into the game. I love that there's so many people that have put. Is everybody in here on the Giddey 2 rebounds? Because that's the one thing that I saw. Is everybody in here on the Giddey 2 rebounds? And so Tre Jones at the free throw line here. You need to knock down a pair if you're the Bulls. And able to knock that one down there. 117, 115, 2:57 to go. And able to knock down a pair there. 118, 115. And here comes the Cavs bringing the ball up here. Merrill with the ball guarded here by Tre Jones. Jones all over him, and that foul call came. And Tre Jones trying to figure out how many fouls he has left. He said, I'm here to take it. He said, it ain't gonna be easy for you. Here's now coming off of the screen here over to Mobley. Mobley back to the basket, back out. Hunter, who's bald, already broke Giddey down once on the drive here. Mobley now 5 on the shot clock. Tough float, left it short, rebound Giddey, took a shot, and they're going to say Giddey stepped out, and Giddey immediately going to the ref saying that he pushed him. And that is a clear push. That is a clear push. How are you not calling that? They get this ball back up top. Hunter looking to attack. Open 3. Hit off the heel of the rim, fighting for the board. Bulls come away with it. $118, $113. Here's Tre Jones on the drive. Tough take. Can't get that one to go. Got the foul call there. And I like that. I like that. You don't want to be shooting threes right now. You want to drive. You want to drive. You're in the penalty. You want to drive. Force them to fight you. Is able to knock that one down is Tre Jones. And got a pair there, and it's a 5-point game. Here's now Donovan Mitchell with the ball. Here's Mitchell bringing the ball up here, coming off left side, looking to drive. Nasty move. Kicks this out to the corner. Hunter had it, and they call a foul on Huerter on that one. And the Bulls still had one to give there. The next one will put them at the line. And they're saying he was shooting. Bro, there's no way you thought he was shooting that. There's no way you thought he was shooting that. Ball don't lie. He left it short. DeAndre Hunter couldn't get that one. $120, $115 Bulls lead here. $159 to go here in the game. And Hunter got the second to go, 4-point game. There's a rebound, or there's the inbound there. Ball in the hands of Giddey. Giddey bringing the ball up here. Getting this ahead to Vuč. Vuč thought about dropping it off. Instead, over to Tre. Tre coming off of the screen. Attacking downhill, high off of the glass. Can't get that one to go. And a foul call yet again. I don't know about that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know about that one. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know about that one, bro. These refs are horrible. Hey, bro. Hey, I'm a Bulls fan and we're winning. These refs are horrible. If you're a Cavs fan right now, that might have been a foul. He might have got him across the wrist. But if you're a Cavs fan right now, bro, we are locked in on Bill Kennedy and his crew have been absolute garbage tonight. And Trey able to knock down the first of two. I want y'all to get this rebound now. Now I want Giddey to get a rebound. Come on, dog. Everybody in here to get this rebound. And Trey Jones able to knock down a pair yet again, 122-116. And here's now Donovan Mitchell, pull up three, cash money. 122-119. Here's Giddey bringing the ball up here, going at Hunter. And now switched on to by Merrill. Giddey looking to attack. Pass Merrill. Got by him. Couldn't get that one to go. Ball picked up. And a rebound there by the Cavs. 119 to go. Mitchell looking to get downhill. All the way to the bucket. Lay it. It's a 1-point game. 122-121. And Hunter knocking that ball out of bounds. Bro, he's literally grabbing Giddey by the shoulders. And Giddey getting this ball ahead up to Okoro. Okoro attacking on the drive, stopped. Had nowhere to go and gets it back. That looked like a travel, I ain't gonna lie to you. And here's Trey Jones, 10 seconds on the clock. Trey Jones has been massive in this fourth quarter for the Bulls. Over to Okoro. He's gonna pull a three. Can't get that one. And a rebound there. 48 seconds left. And the Cavs with a chance to take the lead. Here's Mitchell off of the screen, throwing it down. Tyson, pump fake, nowhere to go. Good defense there. Over now, Mitchell, got the bucket off the glass, got the lay and one, and the Cavs take a 1-point lead. The second half for the Chicago Bulls just has not been it. And now Donovan Mitchell with an opportunity to put him up two. And he got it. Ball in here now to Giddey. 124-122. Cavs lead by 2. Giddey coming off of the screen. Got Mobley on him. Back up top to Vooch. Over to Huerter. Huerter looking to attack. You got a matchup you wanted. Didn't take it. Back out to Trey Jones. Jones on the drive. Tough shot. Can't get it. Rebound Vooch. And they call an offensive foul on Nikola Vučević. And that will put Merrill at the line. That's a foul. That's a foul. And DeAndre Hunter going to be at the line. That's a foul. You just ran him over. You didn't even need to. You didn't even need to. You didn't even need to. And Hunter knocking down the first and 2. That was a terrible foul by Vooch. Second half for this Bulls team has just been a joke. And he knocked them both down. And Bulls going to take a timeout. Second half for the Bulls has been an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Defensively, you haven't shown up in the slightest. You've gotten outscored 69-50 in the second half alone. Donovan Mitchell in the first half had 3 points. He now has 29 points. Defensively, your rotations were terrible in the second half. Defensively, your rotations were absolutely garbage in the second half. Like you got beat on everything. You got beat on everything. Never got back to Jalen Smith in the game. Has 12.3 to go here. It ain't over. You need a bucket quick. You need a very quick bucket. But there's a lot to pick apart from this as they get this into Vooch. You are taking way too much time. Huerter, deep three. Can't get that one to go. Ball tipped out into the hands of Tyson. And the Bulls take a foul, and that's going to be game. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That is a horrible second half collapse for the Bulls. Got outscored 70-50 in the second half. I mean, you just sold. Didn't shoot the three ball well. That's game. Got outshot 48-21. Just the rotations on the 3-point line, they weren't tough shots. You left them wide open for a bunch of this game, and that's ball game. As they get the ball ahead here, Trey shot, it doesn't matter, game. And the Bulls lose back-to-back games in terrible fashion. You led for most of this game, an absolutely garbage second half. Horrible. Hey, man. Appreciate you for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We'll be live for the post-game show on Locked On Bulls after Hayes finishes his post-game show. That one absolutely sucked. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. See Red Nation. We got a game again on Monday. And we'll be live for the Bears game on YouTube tomorrow. So tune in with us over there as well. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. See Red Nation. Stand up. Peace.